Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's session we will drill into all the trends that will dominate the landscape of AI in 2025. Before we get into the 5 trends that I will go through in this video, I want to remind ourselves what happened in 2024. In 2024, from the very get-go, Sam Altman and Satya Nadella from Microsoft set the tone that it will be the year of productivity. Productivity has already been supercharged in so many areas. AI tools are now everywhere, and everyone is talking about so many different tools that are supercharged with AI and basically helping us out to be more productive in our day-to-day life. What is in store for 2025 then? 2025 will see this booster on the productivity side, with the multi-agents taking over our lives and controlling aspects that we usually rely on multiple people. And 2025 will also be the year that will set the expectation right when it comes to AI and its future. This will be the crucial year. If you are the early adopter, you will see huge benefits in your business and in your customer engagements. But if you miss the boat right now, 2026, 2027 will not be forgiving. Without further ado, let's drill into the 5 predictions I'm making for 2025. First up is AI agents. We have heard a lot about them in last 5 to 6 months. People are already creating agents and seeing the benefit of multiple people working on their behalf. So, the year of 2025 will be AI agents era. They will dominate the landscape with processes, control, driven, and basically in some cases finished and productionized solely by AI agents. Imagine a world where AI agents are following the instructions seamlessly and producing you the outcome that have to rely on multiple resources to do so. Sounds pretty cool, isn't it? The leading AI expert Andrew Ng said, "Govern applications, not technology. Automate tasks, but not jobs." So I hope we will stick to that paradigm, but this landscape is changing fast. But as with all the pretty powerful technologies, there are challenges. Challenges such as data security, trust issue, privacy issue, technical complexities, definitely the high cost of maintaining agents that are involved with sensitive data or even very complex data. But there is also a physiological question of how we manage the world with so many automated AI agents. But don't worry, we are not talking about a robot uprising just yet, as we have seen in iRobot. Okay, the second trend for the year will definitely, without a doubt, would be low-code and no-code applications. Forget needing a computer science degree to build the next big thing. In 2025, everyone with the problem-solving skills and can-do attitude will be able to build an application from start to finish. That also brings me to the point that we might also break off from big corporations taking control of softwares. We might look into the future where small businesses or medium-sized businesses will own their own solutions and have a full autonomy on their data and their product vision. This trend will empower problem solvers as opposed to the one with the technical background. At times, I feel this is totally unfair for all of us who have done an intensive computer sciences degree and spend so much money and always be this SME in a certain space, but these journalists will take on the world from here on. This also goes back to the human history, where dinosaurs, being a specialist, being a big one and have all the resources to themselves, were crushed by a single meteor, whereas something as little as mice end up surviving because they were tiny and they were journalists. Not that journalist, the one who does multiple things and can be expert in multiple domains. At this point, this song will go. Don't you worry, child. See heaven's sky. Now for not so fun part. With great powers come great responsibility. And with AI being available to everybody, and even the fraudster, people with the bad intentions, people who are going to manipulate the system to break into the most secure applications possible, is likely to happen. We're definitely facing tons of cybersecurity issues in this year. I will also remind you some of the examples of these cases. They may not have captured the limelight of the big news, but they have been out there. And I would like you to beware, because before we know it, we might be part of this phishing scam or big massive data leak as we have seen in the past. This also goes down to one of this McKinsey report, which basically outline how cybersecurity landscape and services are ever expanding, because our digital landscape is so much mature that it has ever been. So from endpoint applications to the cloud applications to digital identities to IoT devices. And this reminded me of this clip.
Machine learning, blockchain, artificial intelligence, digital manufacturing, big data analysis.
In the same McKinsey report, they have outlined that in last 2 years alone, the phishing scams have gone up by 138%. That is mind-blowing. And this also forces the big organization, and especially the one with the sensitive data, to invest a lot more money towards the cybersecurity. According to McKinsey, organizations are spending around $200 billion towards cybersecurity products and services. And this is up from $140 billion in the year 2020. I also suspect there will be a war between AI on the one end to AI on the other end. The AI on, let's say, banking side, trying to fish out or sniff any security leakage, whereas the people with the bad intention will always try to find the similar AI solutions to fake identities and basically break into the systems. So yeah, we are entering into a very crucially difficult era of cybersecurity, and this will definitely be on the top of majority of the company's mind. Get ready for AI to remember everything. According to Mustafa Suleyman from Microsoft AI, in 2025, we will have AI with infinite memory. Imagine that. AI will be able to remember everything, every conversation, every past action to suggest and give you ideas for the future. It is having a supercharged brain which never forgets. And everything is on a fingertip, not like a human memory, which sometimes we really have to drill into. Listen to this statement from Mustafa Suleyman.
Today, every time you go to your AI, you have a new session, and it has a little bit of memory for what you talked about last time or maybe the time before. But because it doesn't remember the session 5 times ago or 10 times ago, it's quite a frustrating experience to people, because you don't go and invest deeply and really share a lot and really look to build on what you've talked about previously, because it's going to forget. So you sort of tap out after a while, and it turns into a shallower experience. But we have prototypes that we've been working on that have near infinite memory. And so it just doesn't forget, which is truly transformative.
So this infinite memory will give powers to not just individuals, but to organizations to track down behaviors from the very first interaction that they have with the customer to the very latest one. Based on the real-time personalization, they will be able to predict your future with the pattern they see. Let's take an example of a retailer who understand your choices from every purchase. And now they can combine this chain of purchases and other behavior that you show on their website in terms of looking certain items and not browsing through some other items. And they be able to predict what your likely changes will be in the future. and they can suggest you not what you like right now in this very moment, but they can predict or know you better than anybody. This will give immense power to organizations to lean in and understand and be very specific and personalized to every customer. Again, opportunity is huge, but there are threats. And finally, I will come back to AI regulations. AI regulations will finally get mature in this year. AI EU Act will come to force in August of 2025. That means companies only have about 6 to 7 months to be ready for the regulations to kick in. This will be the first time the regulations will come into play for AI and will define the direction for AI, how, where, and when it can be used and consumed in the years to come. When I read through the likes of economists, FT, and other authentic sources, I see they're more pessimists than optimists around the leap of faith when it comes to AI. The argument sits somewhere in the middle. If the business or economy will be able to take benefit directly attributed towards AI. This is because the big statement in economists which say AI has had almost no impact on America's economy or to grow the GDP of the country. This number and this revelation is striking. Regardless of the direct relation in growing the GDP of the country or tackling the problems around unemployment or microeconomic aspects, the AI will stay as a talk of the town in 2025. The companies and individuals taking direct actions will pioneer the future, and we will see the unfolding of this in years to come. So are you an optimist or a pessimist when it comes to AI? And don't forget to share your predictions for 2025. I would love to hear your point of view.